On February 27, 2022, Canadian would release Daedalus Labyrinth. At the time, this was the most humane prison ever created. Daedalus Labyrinth had a massive open roof cell, about 400 blocks in diameter. The goal of the prison was to create an environment where you can literally play survival mode inside the cell. Unfortunately, Daedalus never fully achieved its goal. Because Daedalus had to prevent people from crafting beds, it had to ban wood planks inside the cell. This significantly hindered the survival aspect, as prisoners now had to rely on guards giving them items. But what if I told you that I made a prison which allows for every item in the game? Not only that, but the cell is absolutely massive, coming in at a whopping 1,000 blocks wide. You may be wondering how this is possible, so let's take a look back at Piglin's Crater. Piglin's Crater is built in the Nether, meaning that wood planks wouldn't be an issue as beds don't work in the Nether. But what about a dimension where no items let you reset your spawn at all? That's right, this prison, Victus, is built in the End Dimension. Yup, you heard that right. This prison cell is built within the End Dimension. The way this works is by using a respawn system that lets you walk into the end portal yourself. Furthermore, abusing that respawn system is completely impossible as it is all detected by Skulk, more on that later. In the end, the cell is surrounded by massive memory band walls, which prevent you from flying out or using an ender pearl to skip over the memory bands. And you won't have much luck abusing the end gateways either, as every single one of the end gateways is within memory band range. Circling back to the Skulk sensors, however, what do those trigger? What they trigger is a very obscure band tech in Bedrock Edition, known as toggleable memory bands. They were first discovered around July 2023 by Evangeline. What you're seeing now though is a much more optimized version of them I developed back when I was still working for MSP. The memory bands work by constantly pushing chests with high amounts of data, hence the name chest pushers. So, now that we've covered the prison's concept and how the cell works, I think it's time to move on to the imprisonment process. Before the entry process can take place, the auto panic guard must step on the pressure plate and wait 5 minutes for an autosave to occur. This security measure ensures that if a memory band is triggered during the entry process, when the server restarts, the guard won't be standing on the pressure plate, activating the auto panic and triggering a memory band. After that's done, the prisoner will walk through the outside portal and enter the Nether section. Once they are in the Nether, they must wait for the guard to signal for them to enter, otherwise they'll generate a portal within memory band range. Once the prisoner enters the prison, the Nether portal will be closed behind them and they will be faced with the Netherite door. That door is a part of the 2-player check, and once the guard unlocks the 2-player check, the prisoner will proceed to walk through it. If the 2-player check detects more than 2 players on the pressure plate, it will activate a memory band. Furthermore, anybody who stays behind the 2-player check won't be able to do anything, as that room has Skulk detection. After the 2-player check, the prisoner will put all their items away in an ender chest. The guards will then wait 5 minutes for an autosave to occur. Once the autosave happens, the auto panic guard can log out, which forces the server to restart by triggering a memory band. This server restart is done to get rid of all stasis chambers. Once the server restarts, the guard can be sure to continue with the entry process. The auto panic guard will log on, and the prisoner will be able to set their spawn and die. Once they respawn, they will be faced with another bed to set their spawn at. The prisoner will then drown and respawn at the end portal. After all that is done, a memory band will be re-enabled in the entry process. Although it's kind of redundant, it is to make sure that anybody who stays behind won't be able to do anything, even if they bypass the Skulk sensor detection. And just like that, you're in. You can explore the cell, you can play survival, you can meet up with prisoners and other visitors even. You can build up societies or cause chaos. Seriously, the possibilities in the cell are endless. What's even better is that you're never at risk of getting area banned. There's no need for a 4 detector. There isn't even a need for a suicide. The memory band those Skulk sensors trigger will roll back to before they were activated 99% of the time. Infinite prisoners, infinite visitors, infinite possibilities. With every item in the game being allowed, I can confidently say that Victus is the most humane prison ever created. Thank you for watching.